Am I live? Am I live? I think I'm live. Yay. Excellent. Yay. Hi. I got nobody here yet. That's fine. And that's all right. I am impromptu. I did not plan this. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm doing it now. So, yeah. I'm so tired. So tired. Tired. See how I can do this. I'm used to leaning in a little closer. That's fine. Hi, everybody that's showing up. Welcome to my impromptu live stream. I'm in Mythomorphia with my Tombows. Hi, May. Hi, Katarina. I'm good. How are you? I'm tired, actually. I shouldn't say I'm good. I'm exhausted. But I decided I finished cleaning most of my house. I have to vacuum still, but I'm waiting. I bought a new vacuum and it's cordless, so I'm waiting for it to charge. I'm going to test it out. Hi, Darlene. I'm staying pretty far up. I'm not zooming in, mostly because when I'm working with the Tombows, I am bouncing all over the place. So zooming in, I would be constantly shifting the page. But if you want me to zoom in, I will. But for right now, I'm just I'm taking the lightest warm gray. So I've got my color chart over here. So the N89 warm gray 1. This color chart is amazing. May is a Malin fool. But I'm just trying to finish this guy up. I have some other stuff that I want to do. I feel like he needs some red somewhere. For some reason, but I don't know where to put it. I'm going to do kind of like maybe it'll just be in the background. I'll do like smoky red. I didn't make the color chart. I actually went to it's Tombow's official color chart. So I went and downloaded it. But then I put all my stuff in. I know you have other friends. Hi, Charlotte. Have you used your new I'm putting the cap on because I'm not coloring. I don't want it to dry out. Have you used your new Hawaiians yet? Have you? But Katarina, I did like one light layer and then I went back and darkened it so I could see what a couple layers would look like. Just so I know if I want like 1 layer or 2 layers or something like that. I can see it full dark because you see how it kind of changes some of these up here. It changes the greens a little bit. So I did a light layer over everything and then I just did a couple extra. They're amazing. Excellent. I'm so happy. I'm happy they made them to you all right. Let's see. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go in with the darkest, the N57, my dark warm gray, and just get some shadows in here. I put them in with the cool gray, but then it was starting to mesh in with his headgear, and I didn't want to do that. Katrina, okay. Thank you. I'm sure you've told me, sweetie, and I'm so sorry. I'm terrible. Yeah, I was cleaning while I was watching Laura Colors too. I was watching her live stream this morning. But I was like, I was cleaning also. So I was like, man, I wanna finish this. But he does. He needs some red somewhere. Thank you, Charlotte. I'm digging these Tombow markers. I'm literally going through every single um book I have. I'm like, oh, that would be good with Tombows. Ooh, that would be good with Tom. It's bad. They're addicting. Because I was when I colored as a kid, I colored mostly markers. Like I wasn't a colored pencil. I always grabbed the markers. So this is really fun for me. Thanks, Lisa. I owe everything to Laura Rafferty. I really do. All this is her fault. It's all her fault. I'm trying not to go over the same place because it will eventually go through. But you can see there's a little bit of ghosting, but I've not gone through anywhere on this page. I've got some ghosting, and this page is about ready to fall out of this book. I'll watch him from Hawaii. It's going, Charlotte. I've painted 4 rooms so far. I had the HVAC guy lied to me. I don't actually need a new HVAC system. Come to find out, the guys that I used for all of that, they like to cheat you out of money and everything. So they're like, oh yeah, you just need to replace it. So I had 3 guys out for the hot water heater, and one of them said, hey, you need to replace it. It's $3,800. Another guy come out and goes, you don't need to replace it. It's this part that's making it leak. You know, you need to fix that overflow bladder or whatever it was, and the pressure system. I was like, cool. He's like, yeah, that's like $500. So okay. So I had and that's why it's always good to get multiple quotes. And he was like, because I had my paper and I had wrote Michael and Sons at the top. And he was like, oh, did you have them come out? And I said, yeah. It's like, and they said that I needed all of this replaced and yada yada. He goes, yeah, that's what they do. They come out and they tell you need everything replaced, and then you're freaking out. Now you think you need all of this stuff replaced. And he was like, it's really just a simple fix. You know, he goes, eventually you are going to need to replace your water heater. It's an older system. It's going to need replaced eventually. It's not going to last forever. He goes, but for right now, the hot water heater is working. It's the overflow thingy that needs replaced. I don't even remember what it's called. And he was like, you know, just we'll just do that. So then I had a third place come out. And he was like, yeah, I can fix it for 120. Cool, sold. So I went from $3,800 to 120. So, you know. And that's all a lesson to say, don't rely on just one quote. I know, May, it pisses me off. I think I'm done with the gold. I'm not going to mess too, I don't know. This is way too shiny though for me. Let's see. So I'm going to take light sand 990. This was it's in the portrait pack. But it does this really cool thing where it just kind of shadows a little bit. I don't dig this piece, but other than that, I'm pretty happy. I still have some more work to do on his staff, but I had just done something before I started the stream, so I'm letting that dry. I want to get this. This is the dark ochre, the 027. So get a nice shadow. on there. Let's see. Really don't have too much more to do. I don't know what to do with the bird. I'm going to make these red. So I'm going to take, let's see, persimmon 835. So when you buy the whole set, it comes in this great little holder thing, but then I can't see any of the numbers, so I'm going to have to like hunt. I'm going to have to hunt for 835. So I come from the oranges, 835. There it is, persimmon. Let's do some. I can always take a Posca. Yeah, the entire picture has been Tombow markers. I'm still working on that, so let me do that. I'm going to take the cool gray number 1, N95. I'd use the glacier blue, and then I've used the cool gray, which has a bluey tone. And now I'm taking the regular gray, really light gray, and kind of, here, I'll go ahead and zoom in on that because it's going to be, let's see here. Oh man, my page is already coming out. All right. So I'm kind of using the flat of the side here. Kind of want a grayish blue cloud. Water-based markers is something you never mastered. I've not mastered it either. I can't do alcohol markers. That's just one I can't. Gotta remember not to go over the same spot. That's the trick with these, is you can't go over the same spot more than like 1 or 2 swipes, or you'll start you'll start bleeding. It gets too saturated. So I'm actually treating it a lot like watercolor. Oh, see, I almost started pilling right there. Nope. Hi, DeMonte. Yeah, so I'm treating these kind of like watercolor where, you keep building up tone and all of that. Eventually the watercolor or the water-based markers will blend themselves. If you put enough layers on. I don't even know if you can see the gray I'm putting on here. Thank you, DeMonte. I want a stormy cloud type. I haven't gotten my strokes down yet. It is a very subtle. It's the very softest gray. So it is a very subtle color. So this is one swipe and this is like 4 or 5. But I'll come back in here a couple times with it and keep building up that color. I'm building it up, May. They're going to have a blue tone to them. But then they're going to be the dark gray clouds. Kind of give me time here. I'm going to take persimmon and just do the darker there. Let that dry. Let's see, his hair is probably dry. I can come back in. Yeah, you need patience, May. This is taking forever. And come back in with the, what was it, the warm gray one. And just start blending some of the darker parts back in together. My page is about ready to fall out. I'm going to be so salty if it does. Look, look. It's going to come out. I'm going to be so mad. Look at that. I'm going to be so mad. I have to buy another one. It'll be what, number 5 of this? You have a few of the Tombows to play with. I had started out with the landscape set and the portrait set. And that was a pretty good, I mean, that's what I started this guy with. And the only thing I can't do with those 2 sets is the gold. That was the only thing I couldn't do. Everything else was using those. Or did I use, no, I got the gray in the portrait. My bad. I got the gray in the portrait. Or something. I don't remember now. I don't remember now. Okay, I'm leaving the golds alone. I'm happy with the golds. Except for this one. I'm not happy with him. Let's see. I'm going to take the sand. Let that dry. I feel like I need another red in here. Somewhere. Let's do this thing. Whatever it is. I know, May does some awesome work. I've been loving your Tom Jeff drawings. Hi, Abuela. All right. My Spanish is not that good. Can somebody translate that for me? I would greatly appreciate it. Go back in with this bluish gray, which is the cool gray 6. Thanks to Monty. That's very sweet. I'm trying. I completely forgot to do this one. Shame on me. Oh, Nope, I'm good. There we go. That's something on the. I've arrived late, but I will see it beautiful as we have. Aw, thank you, Abuela. And thank you, May, for translating. I'm really nearly done, you guys. All right. So let's go to the stuff up here. Darken. Actually take. Hola! This needs a little more work. So let's see, N70 and 75. This is Cool Gray 3. There is no Cool Gray 2. So I took the very light sand and I actually put it as kind of like a where all the highlights were. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Added kind of a tarnished look to the silver. Me too, May. That's how I usually answer most of her questions or her comments. I use Google Translate. So on my day off from doing all the stuff at the house, I ended up cleaning most of the house. I cleaned every bathroom. I did some dishes. The last little laundry just dinged at me that it's done in the dryer. So that's how I've spent my day. All right. That's better. I like that better. I don't know what to do with that bird. N57, the darkest warm gray 5. Go back in and I don't think it got in some of these areas. Oh, I completely missed a little section of gray there. The headdress. Can't believe I did that. I'm dying to see Laura Rafferty when she does a video combining pencils and markers because I so want to see that. This is N27. This is the dark ochre. You just to mess with me. Shame on you. No, I've already done the dark ochre. I need the sand. 992. So I'm just going over all the shadowy areas just to blend and kind of pull that shadow out and soften it some. Really try hard not to go over the same place twice. It will start pilling, it will start going through. Like I said, I bounce everywhere. And I've been working on this at the new house when I sit down and take a break from painting the rooms or what have you. And it's been really good. some subtle shadow in here. That shame skill. You're lacking shame, is that what you're saying? I believe it. Thank you, May. I'm digging them. I'm loving the colors. We all picked out like teal or blue colors. It's pretty funny. And so my kids are like, it's the blue house. I have to show you guys. I needed a letter opener. I was opening so many letters. So I bought this. It's a letter opener. How fancy schmancy is that? I thought it was cute and funny. So now I have a sword letter opener. I have to share. I need a staff to be darker because it's meshing into the bone. I don't want to do that. Aw, that's so sweet. But I really like some of these highlights. Oh, you weren't even seeing that. I'm so sorry. Yes, sweetheart. But I want to keep some of these highlights. I think those are nice. I don't know what to tell you to watch. All right, now I have to leave his staff alone for a little bit. Zoe, do red right here. Oh, she needs help. I'll be 2 seconds. Be right back. What do you want? You don't know? Come on, I can't do this. There you go. I wasn't going to go through the whole thing with you. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I shook it. I'm shooking it. Yeah, it was just Tombow's. Gosh, it was probably the dark something in here. Probably hunter green, gray green, and holly green. I think are the 3 I had. All right, let's see what else. Got some. Let me do a silver thing up here. I gotta keep my warm gray to one side and my cold gray to the other side. Otherwise, I mix them, and then I don't know what I'm doing. There's that. Let's see what color feather do I want first. But first, what color feathers do I want? Let's do a blue of some kind. If I take mist purple and no, not mist purple. I like true blue. Take true blue and maybe sky blue. 451 and 526. 451. No, that's 565. 526. Oh, one more. One more. 526. By the way, true blue and that cap look nothing alike. Don't go by cap. Don't go by cap color. And I'm about ready to pull all this down with my foot. I got 6 likes. All right, so let's do 451 with the sky blue. We're just going to do both of them. Oh, heck, let's go ahead and do this too. While we're at it, do this as a silver thing. So 7.5. I'm going to try to quickie do this. It took me days to do all of that, but let's see if we can speed up the process a little bit. Mean your name's not Mary? Mary, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? Another brown. I don't want brown. Let's get avocado. Avocado. It's 98. Oh, it's around the green. It's 98. 98. So avocado is supposed to be a green or a brown, a brownish green. And put it on his staff just to separate it from the bone. You're at work? That's all right. Take the true blue here. Kind of feather in on the feathers. Let's see. Do that. Well, that's all drying. I'm going to go back to the staff. Oh, I'm still going. My countdown's still going. Okay, well, that's good. Let's see, I'm going to take the avocado. Give this a little greeny tinge, I think. Maybe like it's got moss on it or something. Bye, Charlotte. Have fun. See you later. All right, before I go and do everything, I'm gonna make sure that I can work this in properly. So I'm gonna wait for that to dry. Let's see, let's go back in with the sky blue and try to do a little here. I'm not buckling so much, but I do have a little bit of a curve. Oh, can't see that. I do have a little curve of the paper here, so I have to hold it down. I probably will not go in with any more true blue. It'll just be the glacier blue that I go back in with. I think that's plenty dark. Let's see, let's go. What do I want to do with this bird? The bird's the word. Let's see. Bird is the word. I said a bird. Bird is the word. Directly on the paper. And if you're curious, I have some ghosting, but I have no bleed through. So now I can see right in here is some ghosting. And I can see a little bit here. But beyond that, I have no bleed through. So, and this is a ton of layers on some of this stuff. Like I was bleeding through, or I was ghosting on this because it was just this little thing and I kept flicking stuff in there. And then I ghosted right around here because I was doing a whole lot of layers. Let's see. What do I want to do with the bird? I can keep them white and just do a little gray. But then I have the problem, if I do that, I have the problem of I'm going to do pastels on the background. And I don't necessarily want him to pick up the pastel. I could erase it. I don't know why I'm being all freaky. So I'm going in with the lightest cool gray, the cool gray one. I'm just going to give him a little bit of shadow here. He's just going to be a little bit of a white birdie. Hi, Paula. How are you? You guys probably can't even see that. Now I'm going to go back down to the thing down here. I'm going to take my cool gray 6, which ends up being like a bluey gray. So this stuff is the cool gray 6 versus the silver. So I'm going to go in. Just pop in a little more shadow. Be kind of light with it. Thank you, Paula. Thank you. Just kind of flicking it in places. I have absolutely no rhyme or reason for where I'm putting it, other than that's where I want it to go. Thank you, Jen. Oh, thank you, Andrea. That's very sweet. Is anybody else doing Coloring Maya's challenge, the Beauty and the Beast challenge on Instagram? Because that's what this is for. That's what I started him for. I know there's another, I think there's a couple more. I know Color and Chat with Sammy is doing Hannah Lynn along. Is Shalene doing one? I actually have an idea for a challenge, which is why I started the Facebook group, which if May can pop in a link for y'all. I know I wasn't going to, but then I thought about how I was going to try to organize everything for this challenge idea I have, and I just couldn't think of it. I was like, oh, you know what? Screw it. So I started a Facebook group. So I have an idea for a challenge. I don't know if anybody knows, but in November, which is quite a ways off, and I'm not saying what I'm going to do is in November. But anyway, in November, there's this thing called NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month. And you challenge yourself to write 50,000 words in 30 days. A two whole bunch of color long. Okay, I'll have to look at Shalene's. But so I was thinking along that lines of, really challenging yourself to really do, thank you, May, to really do something that is outside your comfort zone and really challenge yourself to do something that is not something you normally do, or that you've been wanting to try but haven't tried yet for whatever reason. And so I kind of want to do something like that, where you take a month and you either pick a new medium, or you pick a page that has been, you've been staring at, and you have this idea and you just don't know if it's going to work, and you haven't tried it because you're too worried about it, and just do a challenge where we all pick something that really challenges us and pushes us, and then do that for that month. So not a specific page, not a specific medium, not anything like that. So me, I shudder to mix media. Like mixing markers and pencils is kind of like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. So that'd be something for me. Let's see, is this the avocado? Yeah, I did like that. I did like that. Anne and Sharon are doing Intricate Animals in April, the Tim Jeff books. The link is not working. So I was kind of thinking something along those lines. And then if you can't think of something to challenge, you can ask the group and say, hey, challenge me to do something, and maybe we'll pick a palette for you, or something along that lines. Or you be challenged to use just one color, one range, a shade of colors, just like reds or just oranges or just something like that. Oh, I'm sorry, Darlene. Passionista Colorista is hosting the Send Me a Snail color along on Instagram. She also has, if you follow her on Instagram, check her bio. She has this really cool podcast where she interviews colorists and illustrators. And I highly suggest you guys check that out. It's really cool. I've listened to 2 or 3 of her podcasts, and they're really cool. So I don't know about you guys. I need a push to do stuff sometimes. So otherwise, I'm just like, maybe next time. Maybe next time. If I challenge myself to do it. So I'll get that all kind of set up. It'll be a while yet. Like, I'm going to have to move in. It will be after summer. I need to get all moved in and everything and settled. Because my girls are doing swim lessons. Oh, did she do one with Maria Payne? Cool. I've listened to Coloring Maja, Laura Colors 2, and I think the Hannah Lynn one. And if you guys don't know, there's a new, if you follow Fabrica Fantasy, let me put that in. Fabrica Fantasy. On Instagram, Fabrica Fantasy, she is doing kind of a Kickstarter thing where you pre-order her book. It looks really, really cool. I'm gonna have to wait till Friday when I get paid to order the book. And then because I'm one of those people that I feel like I've messed up a book and I have to reorder it, so I reordered the Sunshine Cats book by Jen Katz. But I got the fancier book. I didn't get the booklet. I got the bound book. So I'll be doing that. But yeah, you should check out Fabrica Fantasy. That's a pretty cool one. I'm trying to think anything else that I've seen. I've tried to, while I've been busy, I've tried to keep like a what do they say, a thumb on the pulse of the coloring community. I've tried. I've not always been successful, but I've tried. So let's see. Let's go back up to these pretty little things here. Just trying to blend out that true blue a little bit. It'll eventually melt into the page. Go with, where's my N7? N75. I'm going with a little darker gray on the bird. Thank you guys for joining the group. I really appreciate it. There's not a whole lot there right now. but feel free to add stuff. Um, Eventually, I will start announcing. This was super impromptu today, but I'll announce a schedule if I can or can't stream on a certain day and stuff like that. So try to keep that all together. Let's see, I've got some of the silver up here. Let's go back down to the clouds. Oh, I don't want that blue. I want the light gray. I'm gonna go back with the cool gray one. See, the thing with these markers is I gotta bounce. If I don't bounce, then I start going through the paper. I don't want to do that. See, my clouds are getting darker, May. I had an idea. I knew what I was doing, kinda, sorta. Not really. I don't ever know what I'm doing. But that's part of the fun. Is there any other new books that I'm not aware of? I know there was a Mythologica. I saw Joanna Basford has a placeholder for World of Flowers book. May sent me that link. I had seen it, but I hadn't said anything about it. Is there anything else? I'm getting a couple books from Book Depository eventually. I'm getting the You Don't Enter Challenger color longs to make you too anxious. I understand that, Darlene. Gnarlier. Yeah, you know what? Nobody has to do, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. That's the beauty. I enter because otherwise I don't finish. I mean, you saw my last video where I had like 18 whips, or I don't even know how many whips I've got going. I didn't count. But if I don't do something like that, then I don't finish anything. So it motivates me. Part of me really wants to trace these clouds and start like have them going up and working their way around and doing this blue. I know I don't finish my buddy color May. I got like 5 things left to do. I'm gonna do it at some point soon. I promise. May's making me feel guilty over here. Laying down the guilt trip hard. Laying it hard. Hurts, May. You're hurting me. I don't have any tracing paper. I've got the rub off paper, but I don't have any tracing paper. But I thought that would be cool to like have it go, have those clouds kind of go up behind him. But oh well, it is what it is. Staff. I need to work on the staff. Yes, May, I would like cheese with that wine. Thank you very much. I like cheese. I'm almost done with the staff too. I don't think I'm gonna do too much more to it. I think it's now pretty well separated from the bones. That was my whole goal. Was to get it so it didn't look too similar to the bones. I think I have accomplished that. Oh, see, I can't eat anything with wine, actually. I mean, if I want to be truthful, I can't eat anything with wine. If I'm drinking wine, that's it. I'm drinking wine. Because it is. It's bitter. It's hard. All right, I think that's the staff done. Let's see. Yeah, either eat or drink. Can't do both. Let's see. Let's go back up to the things here. N65. It's cool gray 5. Eat or drink. That's it. Let's see. I want the dark ochre over here to my little manuscript. Need him to be a little darker under there. I like all the layering I'm doing, but I'm a layerholic. So you have to like layering to be able to do these, I think. I mean, you can do them either way. That's up to you. But like layering really gets some really cool results. Like there's yellow in there to kind of yellow out the parchment. Let's see. Let's try that glacier blue or the sky blue again. There you go, May. Let's see. Let's get that dark gray. I know I said this was done. I'm not done. I lied. Sorry, I had something pop up on my computer. I can't wait to show you guys my new art space. I put up the empty area, but I can't wait. I've got so much stuff ready to go in there. 2 giant bookcases. I've got a giant table, so I'll have my computer section, and then I'll have a section to Steg, not Steve. Oh, and Steg. It is a beautiful book. I think so. It took me 3 months to get it, though. It took me 3 months to get it. So have patience on your book. Let's see. Let's take the really light gray. I'm trying to push this a little faster than I normally do it. But I'm so close to being finished with this that I think I might finish it on stream. How cool would that be? I can go get my pastels. Let's see. I want that bluey gray again. I think some of these are good, but that would look great. No, May. I think it's the fact that they have to have them printed and they have to have so many pre-ordered before they send it out to be printed. 'Cause I follow Ann Steg Gerard on Instagram, and I hit her up one time. I'm like, hey, it's been a while, and she's like, yeah, we're almost ready. I was like, okay, and it was still another month before I got it. I don't have any stencils, DeMonte. I should get some though. I keep looking at stencils, but I don't have any. And what I plan on doing is doing like a gray red, kind of like a volcano type ash thing. But because I've got the blue and gray here, I might have to stick with that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Volcano or blue-gray ash? Well, this dry, I'm gonna have to do one more thing on this, but while this dries, I'm gonna go get my Mungyo Pastels. Ta-da! There's my pastels. Let me get my X-Acto knife. Oh, thank you, Darlene. Thank you. I gotta say, I know it may seem like crass to toot your own horn, but I'm pretty pleased with my progress. I have to say, I am pretty pleased. And it's nice when you can get that feeling, right? All right, so I'm gonna take my light gray, cool gray one, just kind of pop a little bit more in there. I think I may stick with this like bluey gray. I think I see some good colors, so I may stick with that. I'll put the blue down first and then the gray over it, kind of just like I'm doing here. All right, I'm going to zoom out now so I can get this. So the only thing that I don't have any color on at all is really the bird up here, and I'm going to erase when I go over it. So I've got my little mono eraser, itty bitty 2.3. Nothing wrong with being pleased with your work. Bye, DeMonte. Have fun. Ooh, get ice cream. Yum. So I'm actually going to mix too. It's going to be a mix between this blue and this blue. It's going to be more this blue and just a hint of this. So nothing wrong with, oh, thank you. Bye, DeMonte. Oops, I don't want it over there. Let me slide. There we go. Get a little cover over there. But no, May, I agree. If you can't be happy with your own work, what's the point? I don't know how this is going to go over these markers, just, FYI. We're going to find out though, aren't we? All right, and then I want just a hint of this tealy color. Kind of mix it in there a little bit. So let's see. Like your last elephant that you were so proud of first looked like people. He wasn't messed up. He was proportionally challenged. All right, I'm just taking one of my little cotton thingies, and what I might do, well, there's hardly any color to that. I might do, I'm gonna have to go back in with more of that blue. I might just take and make some swirly smoke look. And this is hardly any color. It's such a light blue. I should go in with a bit of a darker blue, I think. I think that's what I'll end up doing. Just a touch, though. I loved your elephants, May. There we go. That's a good blue. Her elephants were special. All right, now I'm gonna go on with some grays. I got like 3 or 4 grays here, so let's just start with one. Oh, that's a warm gray. Start with a cool gray. I know, Darlene, it really is. Everything she touches is magic. These mungos are really, really quite something. Pretty pleased with them. I'll just keep using the same one. So before Christmas, really. As long as you see progress with yourself, that's all that matters. I agree. I agree. Well, that's a really light gray. I'm having all the luck here with these colors, man. All right, so I'm gonna have to go in with a darker gray. Can you guys even see that? I've got my window open. Excuse me. So that's a little, let's see. That better? A little bit. Oh, do a little area at a time here and see. I don't even think that's a dark enough gray. It's killing me, man. It's killing me. You like me because I'm funny. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm mishandling my X-Acto knife really bad, guys. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm hilarious. That's so funny. I am special. I know. I'm going with this darker gray here. I don't know if you all saw, I still have like paint under my nails from painting the house. It was Kaylee's bedroom I was painting yesterday. I was worried. She was like, I want mine to look like Zoe's. I'm like, oh, but that's not the color you picked out. I was really worried she wasn't going to like it. It ended up all right, though. I was just thinking I could have put in a pencil background. And that's a thing I could have done. I'm going to have to take an eraser and erase some of the stuff because I see where it's getting blue. It's tinging blue some of my... So I guess that's okay. I guess. We'll see. We'll see when I'm done. It is dulling out the gold really well. Ooh, it's dulling the gold. Yes. Do it. Do it. Dull. Dull it out. There we go. So much better. Okay. Live and learn. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all life is. Live and learn. All right. Don't do that. All right. Let me put my X-Acto knife away before I kill myself. My hands. My hands. Okay. So. Just make sure I've got everything either worked in or picked up. see if I can fix the color here. There we go. That's a little more true. All right. So that's about true to what it is. Let me go on and do some erasing. It's not a whole lot to erase, but let's keep it a white. White where I wanted it white. Where's my duster? Really? There it is. All right, I'm going to erase this blue here. That's just too much. It's too much. Probably going to have to spray this with fixative. Kind of want to pull some of this back out. Got lost in there. That's all right. Pull the cross out here. This part of the shield. Should use a bigger one. Ah, don't do that, Melissa. There we go. Some of it I want it dulled out, but some of it I don't. So pull some of that back out. There we go. I'm going to date it. And it's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. What's today? The 12th. There we go. Thank you, ladies. And maybe gentlemen. I don't know. Maybe there's a guy watching. I don't want to discriminate. Thank you, May. I enjoyed this picture. I don't think I'll do a oops. I'm trying to erase here. I don't think I'll do another background like that on a marker paper, but it was good to try. It was good to try. Learn something new. Learn I don't like it. That's okay. My hands are messy. There we go, Mr. Ogre. I have to sneeze. Oh, this allergy season. Ooh, I need to erase him too. There we go. All right. So, thank you. I'll post this up on Instagram. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. Follow Facebook. Go to Facebook. Check me out on Instagram. Join Coloring Maya's Beauty and the Beast challenge. And I will see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye bye.